Hello, we're going to make a video, and this video will demonstrate connecting to the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform using X2Go software and starting a program that is part of the Silvaco TCAD software suite. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start X2Go by clicking on my desktop icon here, and then I'm going to close this window. The little command window pops up, and I'm not using Pulse Audio, so click OK. I'm going to go ahead and click on the black text to go to my ECE X2Go server. There's previous videos that demonstrate setting up the ECE X2Go client. So I'm actually going to go in with a different login ID, so I'm going to change the login ID here to ECE Demo01, or I'm sorry, Demo1, and I'll put in my password. And I'll click OK. And it can take a minute. We've got a bunch of students logging in through this ECE X2Go server. One thing to note, I'm running this from home, so you'll see here that I am logged into the Lehigh VPN. I'm sorry, you'll see here I'm logged into the Lehigh VPN, pointing to the wrong icon, and the ECE X2Go server and all the workstations that we'll be using are actually behind the Lehigh firewall. Again, we're not using Pulse Audio, so go ahead and just click OK, let that go. And it's starting up. And sometimes this, here, I'm going to close this screen here that comes up, command line prompt type thing. Close them. And sometimes this desktop will actually appear behind. Go ahead and click on it. Sometimes you can come, when it starts up, you can just click on the icon down here in the bottom of the taskbar. Now again, you can move this desktop around your screen. You can change its size by doing that or hitting the corner. I'm going to actually just make it take up the whole screen. Okay, in the previous video, it was shown how you can move the terminal out to the window. You also have the terminal here, down here in this application bar. So I'm going to just click the terminal in the application bar here, and I get a terminal. I'll hold down the Control Shift and hit the plus key a couple times to make it bigger. And let me scrunch it up a little bit to get the whole screen, the whole terminal screen on. Okay, so in order to run Silvaco from the X2Go server, there's no capability to run the Silvaco software. But what you can do, or what we need to do, is we need to go over to a machine where we can run it. So the machines that you can run it on are ECE server 01 through ECE server 014. And let me bring that documentation up. For right now, there's a website called eceteachinglabs.cc.lehigh.edu. And if you go to Computing, Teaching Lab Linux Platform, and you scroll down a little bit, these machines that are CentOS servers running Silvaco, I have to update that sometime. So these machines will go ahead and run the Silvaco, and it's server 01 through server 14. Okay, so we'll close that. And let's get over to the server. So to get there, you type SSH, that's the Secure Shell Program, -X. That means it's going to tunnel the graphics back to this machine and then back to your local device. -L. I'm using the ID. The little L means login ID comes next, ECE demo 1, and then the machine that we want to go to. And I'll just choose ece-server02.cc.lehigh.edu. And then it's looking for the password. Okay. Now, in order to run, you have to get the environment into your shell session or your bash session. So we do that by typing the word source, and then scripts, and then Silvaco 2022 tcad env.sh, and that will bring the environment in. Now sometimes you'll see people, instead of saying source, they'll say dot scripts. Okay, that's the exact same thing. That also will source the environment file. Now, here's a program that you can run. It's called deck build, and I always put an ampersand after the command so I can get my command line back. So then I'll go ahead and hit enter. And there's the deck build program. Okay, so that's all there is to getting up and starting to run one of the Silvaco TCAD software suite programs. It's always good then to, after you're done working, to gracefully exit out. So hit File and Exit, and then we'll type exit here on the ECE Server 02 machine. And sometimes when you leave, you have to actually hit a Control-C to get your cursor back. You'll see it hang like that. Hit a Control-C, it'll come right back. Okay, I'm going to exit out of the terminal screen, and then I can log out to finish what I'm doing. Okay, so that's all there is. I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot for listening.